Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. Let's get into this for Aries. Aries, you've been unhappy for a long time. You're making a decision because you feel some kind of way. You're feeling like the decision has to do with regret. You regretted communicating something, you regretted saying something, but you're making a decision because you've been unhappy about something for a long time. Now, this could be in a relationship. You regret saying something, but you made the choice because you were unhappy. You're trapped in your head because your wish fulfillment was to be on the same page, but you see the bigger picture now. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This may be about getting married. Okay. You wanted to be on the same page. You're trapped in your head, but you're seeing the bigger picture about getting married. Okay. So you said something. You said something to your partner because you feel like your time's being wasted. You've been unhappy for a long time and you've made this decision. You regret saying it, but you see the bigger picture and that's why you said it. So this may have to do with justice in it, like this is a marriage. This is getting married. A celebration of justice, okay? So I feel like in this case, you feel like you'll heal in divine timing. Like, so if this is about you finally speaking up about wanting to get married or calling them out for not wanting to get married, I feel like that's probably what's happening here. Taurus. So Taurus, you're moving on to a new beginning. You've walked away from a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio because all they like to do is manipulate. They like to control. They want to win at all cost, and you're no longer speaking to this person. I feel like you're gaining a victory. You see that you got the victory here. I feel like moving on, because you're moving on, you're opening yourself up to finding love. That's what's happening because they see you got a victory. They see you got the victory because I feel like you're going to have a new beginning in love with somebody, a new passionate beginning moving forward. You just keep resisting communication with this person because their intentions aren't the best where you're concerned, Taurus. This person doesn't wish you well, right? This person, I feel like it will end these strong emotions if you just resist communication. Because this person will just try to bring you down or point the finger or accuse you of something. And the bottom line is you walking away from this person was the best thing you could have done, because when you did, you opened yourself up to receive all the blessings that you weren't getting but while you were there. Gemini. Gemini, you see that there's been no equal give and take for a long time. You've seen that you guys aren't on the same page. And this is like, you shouldn't even waste your time talking to this person. You see that it's a waste of time to even say anything. You just need to resist. You need to resist communication. I feel like you're ending this, by you ending this, you're taking control of the deception. The burden is illuminated here. I feel like it's time for you to recover here. So you're resisting this. You know that you guys haven't been on the same page for a long time. And this is about you. Just resist and end this. Take control of the deception. So, living a lie, basically living a lie. You know that you haven't been on the same page. So don't it's illuminating the burden. Don't deal with the burden anymore. You're at a crossroads of whether or not they even wanted to be with you. So I feel like this is time for you to heal from this relationship. So this is just about seeing things for what they are. Answer. Cancer, you're moving on to a new passionate beginning. Your wish fulfillment is to have justice in a situation. Someone may be guarded and defensive because they see that you're rebuilding. They may be manifesting some back and forth to try to reconcile. But this person doesn't want to talk about past mistakes. They don't want to talk about past mistakes. See, here's the problem, Cancer. They see that you're moving on to a new beginning, and it's only because you're happy that they're kind of running. They're going to try to come run back to see if you'll reconcile with them. Right? The problem is they didn't want you when they had you until somebody else has you. Then they want you back. Close the door on this. Even if they offer you commitment, close the door on this, because I feel like if they wanted you, they would have done what it took to keep you when you were with them. Now that you're happy with somebody else, this is when they come back and try to cause drama. Leo. Leo, I feel like you're finding out that somebody has moved on. Harsh truth is they've moved on. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, to a new passionate beginning in a commitment. Getting clarity that they moved on. They may have moved on with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. You may think that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is manipulating or playing mind games with them. I feel like your energy is that of the Queen of Swords. This is causing you a tower. This is causing you a tower. The finding out that this person may have moved on with somebody else. This is causing you a tower, and you want to take control. You're waiting to take control of a new beginning. Queen of Swords. So I feel like your energy, Leo, is that of the Queen of Swords. Very strategic. You want to take control of a situation. You feel like somebody's manipulating your person in order to get what you had. Virgo. Virgo, you're trapped in your head about the burden. Feel like you're wanting to be with somebody who's very single and abundant. Someone who's, you almost feel like it's blocked. You feel like somebody's not in your league or out of your league. Your energy, now you could be, this could be, your energy could be the pre-empress Virgo, and that there's somebody who's trapped in their head about the burden about being with, wanting to be with you because they feel like it's blocked. They're wishing for the truth. Somebody's wishing to tell you the truth that what might transform your judgment. I feel like that this person's the burden that they want to be with you, but they feel that's blocked. They feel like if you know the truth about something, it would change how you feel. There's a third party here that keeps coming in, that keeps rushing towards them, wanting the victory to get them to walk away. Now, that could be trying to get you to walk away from them. But as far as they're concerned, they're an Aries, Leo, Sag, and they're wishing for the truth to transform something. So knowing the truth about something would change your mindset about why you want to be with them or why you're not with them. But there is interference here. Libra. Libra, you're the one making a decision here to cut somebody out. You have strong emotions about a partnership. But there's a Queen of Pentacles here, third party. This might be why you're standing your ground against Empress energy. You're standing your ground against the third party Queen of Pentacles. You're attempting to cut somebody out. You have strong emotions about your partner. You feel like this person's in the middle. There's an ending here. This is why you figure if you can cut this out, you can get this new beginning with the King of Pentacles. Once this closes, once the cycle is closed. I feel like it's you that's trying to block a third party from coming towards your partner. You're standing your grounds. You want to close this cycle. You're communicating that you want this cycle closed so that you can move forward. This has to do with past mistake and trying to move on, offering to move on from a past mistake and no longer talk about it. Once you feel like this person's no longer in the picture, it's not going to be an issue for you. Scorpio. Scorpio, you're in the middle of this read. You're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. You may have regret or remorse when Aries, Leo, Sag is concerned, like not being on the same page, not having equal give and take in your judgment. I feel like you've moved on, but you were heartbroken. But you did have a victory walking away. You finally have moved past it. Even though you felt there was nothing, you guys weren't on the same page, and this is about you. Even though it hurt, you still were able to have a victory walking away. I feel like for you, you're still trapped in your head about the harsh truth that you felt manipulated by this person. And you're wondering, will you ever find love being single again? I feel like it's time for you to go out with friends and find people and stop holding back and resisting. Scorpio, I feel like you went through something and you are trapped in your head about what happened, but it keeps you from moving forward. So they're saying go out with friends to find a new passionate beginning and stop holding back and resisting. You know, because of what you went through in the past, you're blocking your own blessings. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I feel like that in divine timing, you're going to see the bigger picture. It has to do with a new beginning, the strength to work on a new beginning. You want to be with this partner. I feel like your energy is the Queen of Swords. You're in your head space about this versus in your emotion. You're not emotional about this. You're strategic about this. You're waiting. You're waiting for your partner. You're waiting to be with your partner to work on, to have the strength to work on this new beginning. There's obstacles that need to be overcome here. You're ready to move forward. There is a lot of back and forth here about rebuilding. Your person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's time to move forward from past mistakes. I feel like it's time for the two of you to move past whatever the issues were. It's time to work it out. This is about someone who's with somebody and they just need to work on the details here, work on the issues. Capricorn. Capricorn, you're dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag. Somebody's obsessed with closing a cycle when it comes to a relationship. They're manifesting a broken heart. Someone wants to win an argument. It's almost like they want to win when it comes to communication. Standing their ground. It's like winning a fight, winning an argument. I feel like somebody's ready to call it quits in a relationship, but it seems like they're heartbroken because all they want to do is win the fight. Now, you could be married to this person. They could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an Aries, Leo, Sag, but they're making a decision to cut out something and move on from a family situation. This has to do with a choice, waiting to work on a situation. They were waiting to work on a situation. They're finally deciding to leave it out. They're tired of waiting. For somebody to work it out or to work on the relationship, so they're choosing to cut it out. Now, this could be you, Capricorn, in the feminine, or you could be dealing with somebody you're married to. Aquarius. So you're choosing to leave past dramas out in the cold in divine timing. You see the bigger picture about having a new beginning and reconciling this Tower. You've wished it for a long time to have a victory. Not saying that you regret anything. It's just choosing to leave the past in the past, not telling somebody you regret it. You're just going to choose to leave something in the past because you want to reconcile the Tower and have a new beginning. This is a way that it's taken you a long time to get there. Got to master your emotions about communication. What you say and how you say it. This isn't somebody admitting their fault. It's somebody who's saying that they're no longer going to deal. They're making a choice to leave the past behind them. So this is not, they're not accepting responsibility. They're just leaving the past behind them. Pisces. You feel like somebody is deceiving someone who's single and abundant here. You have somebody who's independent. This could be a single mother. Somebody may have pulled the wool over your eyes in the past, Pisces. This could be a baby daddy kind of thing, because I feel like it's somebody from the past thought they won by deceiving you in a family situation, by walking away and moving on. They didn't have the strength to be with you in this situation. This person, you may have gotten pregnant with this person's child and they abandoned you when you were pregnant. Now they may see the bigger picture and it's been a long time coming, but they're going to try to come back in, making a choice to try to have a new beginning. This person could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. They couldn't do it while you were dealing with it. Don't bother with it now. You're finding out, Pisces, that this person's going to try to come in and take a leap, but you're going to hold back. You have strong emotions, but you're going to hold back. This person may have left you while you were pregnant and abandoned you and your child, and now they think that years later they can just show up and everything's going to be just copacetic. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.